Actually, I was talking to Justin yesterday, and he mentioned the idea of desynchronized love as opposed to unrequited love.
What did Lucas say the other night? He said unrequited love is just stalking.
There's a moment that I haven't been able to get out of my head since watching this movie, and it's the ayahuasca trip dance sequence.
It's incredibly beautiful, intimate process. It's like nothing I've ever done. It was Lucas, one of the first things Lucas said to us, that this is what he wanted to do. Yeah. And that there would be choreography throughout the piece, but this would culminate in this, and it was a way of illustrating a trip. How do you illustrate a trip? It can be kind of very bad, kind of in the movies it can be very bad, but and also the kind of ayahuasca thing of it all is like, I think for people, I have never taken it, but for people who have taken it, I think it's as individual an experience to each their own. So Luca wanted to represent the moment in the movie where these desynchronized people actually came together and were one. We shot it at night on the back lot of Chinachita. There was a dirt patch which is outside the hut. We rehearsed a little bit on the dirt, and we found, because we were basically in very skimpy underwear, that we were getting really scratched up on the dirt. So they got, I don't know how many pounds of coffee.
Coffee grounds.
Coffee grinds,
yeah.
and put a bed of coffee grinds all over the ground, so that it looked like dirt and softened up, and so we're very very sensitive actors. We needed we needed it to be very soft.
Yeah.
And then Lucas shot it at very high speed, which gives him the opportunity to slow it right down and then to speed it back up again. And so he wanted to ramp between the two. And then over the top of that, you've just got this incredible music by Trent and Atticus. That just, the sort of, the sucking, not the sucking sounds, but the sort of, I don't know what the sound is they call it, but it's as we sort of melt into each other, the music kind of rises, and it's just incredibly. I mean, I'm in it, and I still think I'm kind of gobsmacked by the way it looks.
How does it work, playing those initial, I guess, courtship sequences that are maybe a little funny, but also, moving?
Well, that's sort of the human, so human, and I just recognize that awkwardness. I think Lee's very young in his head. Certainly the stage of his life, or whatever, whenever that is. I just reckon, that awkward thing when you sort of think someone might like you or not like you, and you're trying to sort of impress or not impress. I mean, it's just so complicated and kind of wonderful and, excruciating at times. Yeah. There's two people who in some other circumstances and some other universe would come together, and this one is just not this. It's just not now.
Yeah, it's two souls kind of operating on different timelines in a way. One's tilted from the other a bit, I think there's something deeply internal in both of them that do know that this can work, that these two bodies and souls can merge, but they're not in the same plane of space and time in a way. Mm-hmm.